week ago, we received a call from a Texas farmer. He described flattened cornfields, mercilessly plowed lawns, and giant feral hogs roaming right next to his farm. The situation was out of control. We immediately geared up, checked our rifles, scopes, and set off for Texas. This time, our goal was not simply to hunt, but also to control the population of this invasive species. We loaded up our ammunition, checked our weapons, and headed for the hills of central Texas, where the feral hogs were hiding. During the day, it is the time when few people think of hunting wild boars, but in this wild area, they have become bolder than ever. Our plan is simple but effective. Search the places where the herds often go, ambush them on their routes, and kill as many as possible. As soon as we settled down, a loud noise came from below. A herd of wild boars, on the move. We kept quiet, took a deep breath, and opened fire. The first round of shots rang out. The leader fell on the spot. The rest of the animals panicked and ran away, but we did not miss the opportunity. Continuously firing, a few more targets fell. We quickly checked, confirming that the target had been eliminated. Following the trail, chasing a wild boar hiding in the bushes. We have located the target. Weapons ready. When the boar rushed out of the bush, we opened fire. In a split second, the enemy fell over and fainted. Another trophy for today's trip. Advancing further into the open forest, we suddenly discovered some individuals that had separated from their herd. We chose a higher position, taking advantage of the terrain to have a wide view. But these boars were not easy to take down. When they realized our presence, they started to hide. There was no other way. The whole team had to open fire immediately. Gunshots rang out continuously, one shot, one kill. With constant effort, we managed to take down 3 more wild boars before they disappeared from sight. At noon, we came across another herd of pigs on a hillside. We quickly deployed our formation, waiting for the right moment. But the pigs were too quick. One spotted us and immediately ran away. Not wanting to miss the opportunity, we opened with a long-range shot, taking down the leader. Immediately after, the next shots killed 3 more. Although a few lucky targets escaped, we had completed our mission. Before we could rejoice, we turned the gun barrel towards the opposite hillside, and another target was discovered. And I certainly wouldn't let it escape. In the afternoon, we advanced to an open plateau. From here, we could observe the surrounding terrain, and in the distance, a large wild boar was moving among the low bushes. We quickly chose a position, and when the distance was close enough, we opened fire simultaneously, taking down the target. At the end of the day, we checked the surrounding situation through the scope. Unexpectedly, there was still a herd of pigs hiding. Luckily, we discovered them in time and completely destroyed them. At the end of the trip, the amount of spoils was beyond expectations. However, it was still nothing compared to the hundreds still breeding out there. We know feral hogs are dangerous invaders. They reproduce fast, move constantly, and show no signs of stopping. And when Texas needs them, we'll be on the move again.
A seemingly ordinary hunt quickly turns into a nightmare when the prey no longer fears but instead turns back to attack. Who is the real hunter? These ferocious wild boars possess incredible strength and speed, showing no fear of humans. This beast can make us pay a hefty price. In the heart of the dense forest, can we escape the grasp of this new predator? Stay tuned until the end of the video to witness a showdown filled with tension in every second. Wild boars are a common invasive species in Russia, particularly in the Far East. With an average weight of 90 to 200 kilograms, some individuals even weigh over 400 kilograms. They cause severe damage to agriculture, destroying crops and increasing the cost of crop protection. Globally, wild boars cause approximately $1.5 billion in economic losses each year. Furthermore, they negatively impact ecosystems and act as a vector for diseases that can affect both animals and humans. The real hunt begins. This is the time when wild boars emerge from their hiding spots to forage, and we are ready to intercept them. The vehicle speeds through vast fields, while the road ahead narrows into dirt paths, surrounded by barren trees, standing stark against the twilight. Without wasting time, our eyes scan the surroundings, and then, right on the edge of the field, a herd of wild boars appears. Their shaggy, filthy coats are not only unsightly, but also a potential source of disease. As soon as they notice us, they grow wary, ready to flee at any moment. But before they can escape, a series of gunshots ring out, sealing their fate. A few boars, struck by bullets, writhe helplessly on the dry ground, struggling in vain as if begging for their lives. Some manage to dash into the forest, but we won't let a single one get away. We climb higher, maneuvering over jagged rocks. The surrounding silence is suffocating. Only the sound of our heavy breathing and the faint rustling of the trees in the wind remains. Fatigue begins to creep in. We cannot give up. We cannot let the prey slip away. Suddenly, the frenzied barking of our hunting dogs shatters the stillness, signaling that the target is dangerously close. The team instantly sharpens their focus, fingers tightening on the triggers. There it is. I waste no time. It doesn't get away. The wild boar collapses on the spot. A perfect ending to this heart-pounding hunt. After a night of rest, we regain our strength and push deeper into the nearby forest. As soon as we arrive, the dogs erupt into frantic barking, a clear sign that the prey is near. Everyone holds their breath, scanning through the thick foliage. Aside from the dogs, an eerie silence blankets the forest. The quiet is suddenly torn apart as a massive shadow charges forward. I instantly raise my gun, summoning every ounce of composure and skill I have. One precise shot. The bullet pierces straight into the head of a 60 kilograms wild boar. It staggers for a moment before collapsing onto the ground. Its coarse, dust-covered fur is now still, its powerful body motionless as its final breath fades away. Before us lies a breathtaking natural landscape. Endless green fields stretch as far as the eye can see, with towering mountains casting their shadows against the deep blue sky, a picture of serenity and beauty. But beneath this tranquility lurks a menace. Wild boars running rampant, destroying crops and endangering livelihoods. Not only our hunting team, but many other groups have also gathered, determined to protect this land from the invasive beasts. After careful observation, I choose my spot beside a bush, tense with anticipation. It has arrived. I fire immediately, but the massive beast is faster than expected. It bolts with astonishing speed, forcing me to fire again and again. Only after the fifth or sixth shot does it finally collapse. But there is no time to rest. Our hunting dogs have already located another target. I quickly reposition myself to intercept it. This time, there's no escape. One decisive shot, and it's over. In less than 10 minutes, 2 more full-grown wild boars are taken down. A triumphant hunt, marking yet another victory in our relentless battle against the invaders of the wild. Noticing the herd's escape route, I sprint toward the hilltop, racing against time. My breath comes fast and hard in the eerie silence, heightening the tension to its peak. And there it is. The wild boar freezes in panic as it spots me. Its wild eyes flash with fear as the cold muzzle of my gun locks onto it. But by then, it is already too late. At the end of our expedition, the rewards were substantial. However, given the destruction they have caused, this battle is far from over.